And now it is my privilege to invite up to the stage the State Director of AARP Rhode Island, Catherine Taylor.
Thank you so much, Dawn. I'm so pleased to be here for this event and so excited about getting on the bus for Paid Care for All. It's just an honor to participate in this event to call attention to the need for paid care for all of us who have the second job of caring for a loved one who depends on us, an aging parent or spouse or adult child with a disability. I speak on behalf of AARP Rhode Island and I'm proud to work for an employer that does provide paid leave for caregiving. But I also am speaking from my lived experience as the mother of 4 children, the youngest of whom is an adult with Down syndrome. So I live this every day, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's advocating. I want to thank, I'm so sorry our senators aren't here today because they're just such tireless advocates for families, and so glad to be up here with Congressman Langevin and Cicely. Thank you for your leadership on family caregiver support in Congress, and for State Rep Geraldo and Rep Cassar, and my own State Senator Golden, for your leadership here on Smith Hill from the very beginning. New research from AARP shows that nearly 8 in 10 of those caring for an adult family member face regular out-of-pocket costs, with the highest burden falling on younger caregivers and those who are Hispanic, Latino, or African American. AARP tracked how much caregivers spend out of their own money and found that the average total is over $7,000 and on average a quarter of the caregiver's income. Housing expenses like rent or mortgage payments, home modifications, and assisted living make up more than half of caregiver spending, followed by medical expenses at 17%. Nearly half of family caregivers experienced at least one financial setback, such as having to cut back on the person's spending, dipping into the person's savings, or reducing how much they save for retirement. We have to shore up the financial stability of this crucial, unpaid caregiving workforce. AARP has endorsed legislation that will help while we're waiting for Paid Care for All, the Federal Credit for Caring Act, which would provide a tax credit of up to $5,000 to eligible working family caregivers for expenses they incur as caregivers. More than 110 other organizations, including 36 military and veterans service and support organizations, have joined AARP in asking Congress to pass the Credit for Caring Act. Family caregivers really are the backbone of our long-term care system, but they're breaking under the pressure. Creating a tax credit for family caregivers is one way Congress can help. Here at home, AARP Rhode Island fought hard during the 2021 legislative session to expand Rhode Island's temporary caregiver insurance program. Thank you again, Senator Golden, for putting that in place, so that more people can afford to provide unpaid care to their loved ones while remaining in the workforce. We are pleased to be successful in extending the number of weeks an individual can use TCI benefits, but there's much more work to be done in the next session. Rhode Island Kids Count data shows that workers with the lowest incomes, less than $20,000 per year, are least likely to access and use paid leave in Rhode Island. In 2017, these workers made up the largest share of those contributing to the TDI and TCI fund, yet they were the smallest share of workers to collect benefits, and are the only group to experience this trend. Right now, Rhode Islanders who earn minimum wage and are forced to utilize TCI or TDI will have to support their family on an unimaginable $6.90 an hour. We must increase the benefit rate for low-income workers so they can afford to care for loved ones and called to do so. COVID-19 has changed the way we work, live, and support each other. Having to alter life to care for loved ones is more commonplace than ever. Therefore, we also need to expand the definition of family in Rhode Island's existing paid family leave law to include siblings and grandchildren to fit the reality of Rhode Island's diverse and multi-generational families. And AARP really looks forward to the next legislative session with working with all of our champions in the State House to get this done. AARP, as I said, Rhode Island is looking forward to getting on the bus for paid family leave that meets the needs of working families. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine.